Do you need a special skill or talent in order to make your own clothes? Or is it possible that absolutely anyone can make clothes they love? By the end of this video, you're going to be able to confidently say, yes, anyone can make their own clothes, including me. Hi, my name's Abby and I help nervous beginners start making clothes they love. And if you hang out with me till the end of the video, I'm going to share with you the biggest change that I made that took my sewing from what the heck am I doing here to actually creating and wearing clothes that I loved. So, let's jump right in. It would be really easy for me just to say, yeah, anyone can make their own clothes, done, goodbye, end of video. But what I really want to do is help you feel more confident that you have what it takes to make your own clothes, no matter where you might be right now. And to do that, we're actually going to do a put a finger down challenge, sewing edition. So I am going to share how I got started sewing, and I want you to put a finger down if anything that I'm saying sounds like you on your sewing journey, okay? Because if I can do it, then you can do it too. So let's jump right in and start with put a finger down if the reason you want to make your own clothes is because you don't want to wear what everyone else is wearing. Is that you? If it is, put a finger down. Okay, that was the case for me. I was in high school, I had two sisters, and we had to share all of our formal dresses because my parents were not going to buy us a new one every year. And while that was totally the right call on their side, being a high school girl having to share clothes with your sisters, no. I was not having it. So I asked my parents if I could start making my own clothes, my own dresses for dances. We already had a sewing machine in a closet, and my parents were very supportive of anything that meant we were not in front of the TV and we weren't bothering them. So they were like, as long as you figure it out on your own, go for it. And so I did. So if you also have this motivation, you're just like, I don't want to wear what everyone else is wearing. I want my own stuff. I want it to be unique. I want it to be exactly how I want it, then already we're on the same page. Like, this is a very common feeling for most people, why they want to make their own clothes. So yes, okay? Okay, next one. So put a finger down if the way you think you're supposed to start making your own clothes is by going to the fabric store, picking a pattern that's beginner friendly, getting your fabric, going home and trying to make it. If you believe this is what you should do, or you have tried this, put a finger down, okay? This is the most common thing that I hear from everybody who I know who tried to start making their own clothes. I did it too. It's exactly what I did. I went to the store with my mom, bought the beginner pattern, bought the fabric, got home, pulled it out, the pattern, and I was totally lost. I was just like, what the heck is it? This is like another language. Based, seam allowance, right sides facing, what? So I also want you to put a finger down if you've ever been confused by a sewing pattern. Okay, this I feel like is one of the really big first hurdles that most people face. I know that when I saw that pattern and I didn't understand it, my brain immediately was like, if I bought a beginner pattern and I don't understand it, then I'm the problem. I must be stupid. I must be dumb. I must not have that special skill, that special talent that you need to understand how to make clothes because I don't even understand this beginner pattern. Does this sound familiar? It's okay. We all go through it. But what I want you to know right now, the problem is not you. The problem is the sewing pattern. And I made a whole video about it here, but basically the patterns say they're beginner friendly, but that is a lie. Okay? They're beginner, they're easy to make if you already know the basics of how to make clothes. But if you're brand new, a brand new beginner, those patterns are going to make no sense to you. They make no sense to anybody, no beginners. So if this was the first hurdle for you that you were like, maybe I can't do this, don't worry. I felt the exact same way. And you are not alone. Most people feel this way, but you are not the problem. The pattern is. So I kept reading the pattern, I kept pushing myself, and it was so confusing. I did a lot of trial and error. Have you ever done this? You really put a finger down if you have just tried random stuff. Like you're like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm just gonna like randomly put this together, see what happens. Put this together, see what happens. Have you ever done this? That is exactly what I did. I just tried this, tried that, tried, and oh my gosh, it wastes so much time. I mean, I learned a ton, which is really helpful. It is good to try new things. But like I was trying this, it didn't work. Try that, it didn't work. Try that, it didn't work. And sometimes nothing works. It just like no matter what I was trying, nothing was going the way that I wanted it. So I want you to put a finger down if you have ever started a project and just not finished it. Has this happened to you? It happened to me so much early on in my sewing career. I would start a project, I would halfway through, I have no idea what I was doing. Okay, let's try a different one. Maybe that project was the problem. Spoiler alert, it's not the only problem, okay? And maybe not the biggest problem. But it does happen. It happened to me. I had a ton of projects that I just never finished, never went back to because they were so stressful, so overwhelming. And I got so upset about them that I just couldn't look at them anymore. And then I would start a new project. So if this is you, if this happened to you, don't worry. Again, I've been there. I've done it. It's normal. It's part of the journey. But once I finally finished a project, got to the end of it, I want you to put a finger down if you've ever actually finished a project. Have you? Yes? No? Maybe? Put a finger down if you have. So when I finished my first project, it was a purple dress. It had a big skirt and it looked like a craft project. The hem was not even. It was really wobbly. The top didn't sit evenly on my body. It was definitely like at a big angle. And it was like wavy. Like it didn't like sit on my body properly. And pretty much everyone who saw it was like, did you make that? Like, oh, not what you want. You want people to not know that you made it, right? So I want you to put a finger down if you've ever made a project that didn't turn out the way you wanted it. Okay? This is another part of the journey. It's really rare to make your first project, your first 5, 6 projects, however many, and have them turn out well, especially when you're learning on your own, just piecing things together. Like, it's super common. So if you've made a couple of bad projects or projects that didn't turn out as nice as you wanted, that does not mean that you can't make your own clothes, okay? It just means you still have some things to learn, okay? So once I made that dress, even though it wasn't right, it wasn't perfect, it didn't look very nice, I was hooked. I felt like I had hacked the system. Like I was born and it was like this code saying like, Abby will never sew clothes. I don't have, like, she does not have that gift. She was not born with that talent. Because I really believed that. I really felt like because those patterns were confusing, because it was so hard for me, that I just didn't have that skill. I didn't have that talent. I would never be able to figure it out. But when I made that first piece, even though it was so not wonderful, I was like, I did it. I was not born with that talent, but I figured it out anyway. And I was just like, oh, so freaking excited. And since then, I've just never been able to give it up. I just learned more and more and more. And oh, yeah. But that is not to say that the road was smooth sailing after that first project. Okay? I made the first project and then I want you to put a finger down if you have ever spent hours and hours watching YouTube videos without ever actually making anything, okay? And put a finger down if you've ever picked a YouTube video, tried to start it, and then gave up halfway in the middle because it got really confusing, it skipped a step, something just, you weren't able to finish it, okay? Because that's what I did next. I was like, okay, let's try something else. So I was watching lots of YouTube videos, learning lots of stuff, and honestly, just making myself more overwhelmed. I was just like, oh my gosh, that many presser feet? Or what about all these stitches? Or all that fabric? I started learning how big the world of sewing was, and I started feeling really overwhelmed. So put a finger down if you've ever felt really overwhelmed by everything you have to learn from sewing. Okay? Again, all of these things are normal. I went through them too. I was like, what the heck? But because I enjoyed the process of sewing so much, I just kept at it. But it was not a fun time, okay? I was struggling. I was confused. I would say maybe 10% of my projects turned out nicely. The rest were just like trial and error projects that ended up in the scrap bin. Still not sewing anything that was really fun or that I was really proud of, I would say. Okay, so doing something not well for such a long period of time really got me frustrated. Okay, so I want you to put a finger down if you've ever felt so frustrated with this, like you really, really want to make your own clothes, but you feel so frustrated with it, like to the point of tears or really being upset by it. Okay, if you've been there, don't worry, I have been there too. Okay, I remember many, many evenings in my sewing room crying, just being like, why can't I do this? Why don't I have the special skill or talent? Why is this so hard for me? And we're about to get to the turning point in this story where everything changed for me. So bear with me for just a couple more. But I want you to know that if you are struggling, if you are feeling upset, frustrated, like, why is this so hard for me? Why can't I figure this out? Why don't I have the special skill or talent? You do have that special skill or talent. You can learn to make your own clothes. But the biggest problem, most likely, is the same problem that I had, is that you are trying to teach yourself a really big skill and you're probably missing some of the important steps. But because it's all new, it's hard to know which steps you're missing. So I struggled for almost 6 years, piecing things together, trying things, not really making anything I was proud of. And then I got to college. And at my college, there was a course on pattern drafting. And I joined that class and I was like, I have to learn. I want to know. What are we doing here? And you guys, I cannot tell you what a difference it makes when you have a guide, when you have someone who can explain to you, here's what you should learn and focus on in this order. And when you have a problem and you're like, wow, this looks really weird, what happened? Someone just to say, oh, the reason it looks like that is because of this. Try this instead. It was the turning point in my sewing career when I went from confused, frustrated, struggling to, after that class, feeling confident, excited, like, just, oh my gosh, you guys, sewing was so much more fun. So my biggest piece of advice that I can give you, if you are just getting started and you are nervous and you're not sure what to learn and you're feeling overwhelmed, which is all things that I felt when I got started too, okay? I felt that way for years, but you don't have to feel that way for years, okay? The tip is find a class. Okay, this can be in person near you, this can be online, it can be a blog series, whatever you want it to be. Now, if you want to hang out with me, because I would absolutely love to hang out with you, I actually have a class that I wish I had had when I got started sewing. It goes from how to unbox and set up your sewing machine, how to troubleshoot it, so in case it jams, you know what to do, all the way through actually making your first piece of DIY clothing. And the entire thing is online, so you can watch it whenever you want, and you get live support from me the entire way. And I have students who have gone through this class who in just 2 weeks have started confidently using their sewing machine and made their first piece of clothing. Like, it really does not have to take that long. It's more about really knowing what steps you need to learn in what order. Okay, so if that would help you, my class is linked below. You can join down there. But even if you decide not to take my class, no worries. But please, please, please try to find a class that goes through the basics, because you do have what it takes to make your own clothes. I absolutely promise you do. I went through the same struggles, the same concerns, the same fears. And all the students that come through my classes tell me the same thing. They're like, I don't think I can make clothes. I'm not skilled. I'm not talented enough. And I have never had a student complete my class and not have a piece of clothing that they are proud to wear. So like if all of them can do it, if I can do it, I know you can do it. Okay? So you've got this. I hope that you feel more confident now. I hope you're like, actually, I can do this. I can get started. Like, I know you can. And to help make your sewing journey even easier, I want to share with you the 3 biggest mistakes that most people make that keep them stuck in that beginner phase for years. It's some of the mistakes that I made, I didn't talk about in this video, and you can watch them right here so you can learn what they are and learn